Hello and welcome to Yoga Sculpt and Core. My name is Kylie. Thank you for joining us today. I have a group here in the studio working right alongside you, so welcome to the class. Today is glute day. It's all body weight, so no dumbbells necessary, just a mat and a bottle of water, so take breaks whenever you need to. It's meant to push you to your limits. It's more about endurance than heavy lifting, but it's gonna work your muscles. Stop when you need to, just jump back in when you can. So let's start in a standing position. Feet are about hip width. We'll take one inhale, sweeping the arms up. And then exhale back down, making sure we have lots of oxygen to get going. We're gonna start with some narrow squats. So just squatting down and back. Just nice and easy, warming up the glutes, warming up the whole body. So when you get to the top now, press the hips forward and squeeze the glutes in. So down, squeeze forward. What's that? She lives in our building too. She's also a yoga teacher. Yeah. Okay, one more time. Let's do some high knees. So just slowly though. We're just getting started. So bring the knee to the chest. As you do, keep the foot flexed, pulling upward as well. Hands can be wherever you want, maybe on the hips, or you can keep them out front as a target. Pulling up, kind of crunching in too, almost like you're doing a crunch in the air. Okay, let's do a little twisting side to side. Opening up and rotating through the spine. All right, from here we're gonna do some soft lunging backwards, alternating the knees. Trying to keep the body kind of upright as you sink into that back knee. One more time each leg. And then we'll do a little bit wider squats now with the arms. So inhale as you come up. Exhale back down. Just a few of these and we'll get going. Big inhale up, exhale down. Okay, last one. Meet me at the top. And then forward fold over your legs. So now we're back into that narrow feet, so about hip width apart. Halfway lift. If you want, you can press your hands into your shins and lengthen your spine forward. And then exhale, forward fold again. Let yourself dangle. You can grab opposite elbows and even sway back and forth. Stretching those glutes and the lower back and the legs. Kind of an active stretch here at the beginning. All right, plant the hands. Step your right foot back into a low lunge. Stretch here for a minute. And then just drop that back right knee up and down a few times. See if you can keep the front half of your body steady. 2 more. Okay, let's switch legs. So left foot back, right foot forward into that low lunge. Stretch here for a minute. Let it settle in. And then drop that back knee up and down. I kind of roll forward on my foot a little bit, like up onto my tippy toes. but always choosing the variation and the version that's right for you. Okay, one more. Step your right foot back. We're going into a down dog. Pedal through your feet back and forth. You can let your head hang heavy. Sway your hips. You can shake your head. This is our active warm-up down dog. All right, coming into stillness. Now we're going to lift both heels together at the same time. So keep your upper body still and just lift your heels. You should really feel it through the calves. Lift, press the heels almost up and forward. 2 more. Last one. Okay, shift forward into your plank. So shoulders come over wrists and then lower all the way down to the mat. Hands will be right below the shoulders. Lift up into a low cobra. So lift the chin and the chest off the mat. Then see if you can take the weight out of your hands. Give the wrists some wrist circles. Pulling the belly button into the spine to keep your upper body supported. All right, hands back down. Press the hips up and back. Bend the knees. Tuck your toes. Down dog. From here, walk your feet forward. Rise all the way up. Keep your arms down this time. Just roll your shoulders up and back. Let's do that a few times. Inhale the shoulders up and back. One more time. Up and drop them down and back. All right, we're ready for our sun salutation variation. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step your right foot back to low lunge, then your left foot back. Now we're in a plank. We're going to do a leg lift here. So lifting your right leg up and straight up and back, and then down. Now lift your left leg straight up and back, and down. Press back to your down dog. Step your right foot forward, then your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. All right, that was round 1 of our sun salutations. Let's keep going. Round 2. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, step your left foot back to low lunge, then your right. We're going to do 2 sets of those leg lifts. So lifting one leg straight up and back, then the other. One more set. Up, really pressing through the heels as you lift. Press all the way back to down dog now. Step your left foot forward, then your right. We're back to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Really feeling that stretch to the glutes. And inhale, rise all the way up. Okay, you know the rhythm. Let's keep going. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to keep building those leg lifts. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can step or you can hop back with soft elbows to your plank. Now, 3 sets of leg lifts. You can start with whichever leg you want. Pressing the heel up and back, keeping the foot nice and flexed. Then we'll meet in a down dog. So you can step forward again or look at the space between your thumbs, bend your knees generously, and hop forward. Always looking at your thumbs when you do it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. All right, round 4. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank, keeping the elbows soft. 4 sets of leg lifts, alternating legs, really squeezing the glutes as you pull that heel up and back. Lift it as high as you can, then we'll meet in a down dog. Look at the space between your thumbs, bend your knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Round 5, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step or hop back. 5 sets of your leg lifts. Squeezing those glutes, raising your straight leg as high as you can. And then we'll meet back in a down dog. Look at the space between your thumbs, bend your knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stretch through those glutes, really feel that. Inhale, rise all the way up. All right, our last round, saluting the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your soft plank. Then 6 sets of leg lifts. This is our last round. Nice job, everybody. I lost track, so I think that's 6. We'll meet back in a down dog. Then, look at the space between your thumbs. Bend your knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more lengthened, fluid, and flexible in those glutes and the backs of the legs. All right. Inhale, rise all the way up. As you exhale, I want you to sink back into your chair. So keeping the arms up, start to bend the knees and sink the glutes back behind you, trying to keep the knees over the ankles. So you want to be able to see your toes. We don't want to shift forward like this. We want to push our hips back. Holding here, trying to keep the chest nice and open, arms up as high as you can. Really pulling that belly button into the spine. All right, bring your arms down, bring them in front of you. Keep the legs where they are. Stay in this chair, but this should be a little bit easier with your hands in front of you. Maybe sink down a little further into that chair if you can, into that squat. All right, we're actually gonna do some chair squats now. So as we rise up, press the hips forward, then sink back into your chair with your hands in front of your chest. So let's do some squats up and down into that chair. Make sure you're pulling that belly button into the spine at the bottom, squeezing your glutes, pressing your hips at the top. Keep that going. Let's do one more set. Hips back, down, and then forward. You can stay here, or we're gonna add a leg lift at the top. So we're gonna lift our legs just like we did in those sun salutations. One leg straight back behind us as we rise up. So you can start adding that here if you want. So as you stand up, squeeze the leg back. If you want, you can have your hands on your hips too. That can also help with form and pressing the hips forward. Squeezing those glutes back. Okay, one more set. And then if you want to go back to your chair, you can, or we're going to leg lift to the side. Trying to keep that heel nice and strong, pointing out. That will help engage your glutes as well. So keeping the foot flexed. No pointing, you want it flexed. Squeezing the glute, squeezing the outer thigh, inner thigh. All right, one more set. Sink down into your chair. Hands can be out in front. Or for added challenge, bring them up above your head. Sink as low as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me little pulses. Tiny little pulses in your chair. 5, 4. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1. And hold. Just hold. You know what? Bring your arms down if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Shake it out. Take a water break if you want. Yeah. Whew. All right. Yeah, I think I need a little water break too. All right. One more standing sequence and we will go down to the mat. So let's do some lunging backwards. Just alternating your lunge. I like to bring my hands to my chest at the bottom and then down to my sides to press those hips forward again. Really focusing on pressing, squeezing the glutes. Okay, we're gonna stay on one side. So right leg is gonna come back. Just do the right leg now. Back and forth. Same leg moving each time. Don't worry, we will come back for the left leg. You can stay here or add a knee raise at the top. So those high knees that we did at the beginning. This is also a nice balancing exercise as well. You can stay here or add a kick at the top. So bring the knee to the chest and then kick it out. Just 3, 2, 1. Stay at the bottom. Pulse. Little pulses in your lunge. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. Let's alternate. Alternating the legs. All right. The left leg is feeling a little left out. So, one more. Then let's bring our left legs back and just focus on the left for a little bit. So left leg moves back and forward. Back and forward. Don't forget to press those hips forward at the top. I gotta remind myself to. Squeezing those glutes. Okay, stay here or add the knee lift to the chest. You can do with your hands whatever makes this exercise easier or more balanced for you. I kind of like to swing them back and forth. All right, stay here or add the kick at the top. Okay, almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, pulse bottom. Okay, we are almost done. After this, we're going down to the floor. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold bottom. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, shake it out. Whew. Okay, my quads are definitely feeling that as well. So keep shaking, keep moving. Take a drink. We're going to meet down on the floor, hands and knees. So into a supported plank. So your knees will be a little bit further away than a table. And then press up into your full, you can stay in your supported plank or press into your full plank, lifting the knees, holding here. Now, do you remember those knee drops we did at the beginning in the lunge? We're going to do that here in the plank. So dropping the right knee down to the mat, bringing it up. Drop the left knee to the mat, bring it up. All right, speed it up. Back and forth. Up and down. Okay. 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going into push-ups. So you can drop your knees for a supported push-up or stay up. Give me 4 push-ups. Okay, show me those leg lifts again in your plank. I want to see 8 sets. Really squeezing the glute at the top, pressing the heel up and out. All right, last one, push-ups. Drop the knees for supported or stay up for 4 push-ups. Leg lifts again. Let's do 8 sets. Letting the upper body relax a little. Rest, an active rest. While we work the lower body. I gotta be honest, I keep forgetting my numbers. Losing track where I'm at. There you go. Thank you. 7. 1 more. Okay, last set of push-ups. Drop to your knees if you need. 4 push-ups. All right, last set of leg lifts. You got it. Really squeezing, but also working your arms at the same time. Okay, last 2. Last one. Can you drop to your halfway chaturanga? It's like a halfway push-up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way up and drop the knees. Whew. Let's come back into a child's pose for a moment. Stretching those arms out long. Okay. When you're ready, meet me in a down dog. We're just going to go slowly forward, shifting the plank, and then slowly back into down dog. Very slow, but keeping all the muscles moving and fluid. Just shift to down dog, 2, 1. Shift to plank, 3, 2, 1. Down dog, 3, 2, 1. Plank, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Let's meet in a table. So now, hands are going to come a little bit closer to you. We want to make sure the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and that nice plank. Move forward a little bit. Okay. Straighten your right leg behind you. Tuck the toes, press through the heel. Just stretch here for a minute. Yep, get centered on your mat. All right, give me a leg raise. So raising that right leg up and then back down. Trying to keep the belly button pulled into the spine, keeping that back neutral. So as we raise up, we don't want to arch the back into that cow pose. We want to try to keep it straight, or neutral, I should say, as you lift that leg as high as you can. All right. Let's meet at the top of that move. Bend the knee to your chest and back out. So bending it in, straightening it back out behind you. In and out. In, out. Just 2 more. Now pulse at the top. Keep that back neutral, keep the neck neutral. Only working that glute if you can, pressing through the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1, down and up, all the way down to the mat, and up as high as you can. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. How's everybody doing? Welcome to your Monday. Welcome to your week. All right, 2 more. Last one. Hold it up, bring it in your chest again. Bend the knee in, out, in, out. Squeezing the knee in and pulling it towards the belly button. You're doing a crunch, this time upside down. All right, 2, 1, straighten it back out, pulse. Tiny pulses at the top. Trying to keep the back neutral. Pull the belly button into the spine. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop that right knee. Let's go to the other side. First, we'll just stretch. So straighten the left leg out, tuck the toes, stretch into that calf, that leg. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to start to lift and lower. So lifting up, squeezing the glute, and back down. Maybe speeding up just a little bit, going at your own pace, your own rhythm. Trying to keep good posture. We don't want to move the spine too much, just trying to keep it nice and neutral. It might move a little, but we don't want a very exaggerated movement. Okay, keep it up. Bring it to your chest. In and out. In and out. If your wrists need a break, come up into a kneeling position, give them a few wrist rotations. Or yeah, good idea. You can also move your hands in a different rotation if you need a different angle for your wrists. Like it. Okay, pulse at the top. Squeezing that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lift and lower. Tap the ground, then lift as high as you can. Pressing through the heel. Don't point those toes. That will really work your glute even more if you need that challenge. 3, 2, 1. All right, lift and bend the knee to your chest. And out. In and out. Crunching upside down. Pulling that belly button in as you squeeze the knee towards you. 3, 2, 1. Pulse. This is it. This is your last chance in this position to work these glutes. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower the leg. Okay. Give a little wiggle, a little shake. Maybe take a little bit of a water break. Now we're going to meet on our sides. So we're going into a side body sequence. All right, I'm going on to my right side first, but either side works. We're going to do the same. So coming onto your elbow, bending your knees. So they're about maybe like a 45-degree angle, like a pizza slice. We're going to lift and lower the top knee, keeping the heels together. So just sort of hinging open and shut. Yep. Hand, your top hand can be on that mat supporting you or on your hip, wherever feels right for you. All right. 3 more. 2, 1. We're going to add a hip. So actually, I'm going to put my hand on my hip now. We're going to add a hip lift as we open and then close. So hips press up and forward, squeezing those glutes at the top. You should really feel it in those glutes. All right. Just 3, 2, 1. Okay, stay on the ground. Hover your top leg a few inches. Now we're going to do that same hinge, but hovering. So hinge open, closed. Open, closed. It's a little bit weird not to have it touching that bottom heel, but just sort of imagine. Okay, you can stay here, or we're going to add that hip lift again with the hover. So hover, lift, and hinge, open, and back down. Hover, hinge, open, and down. Keeping the leg hovering the whole time if you can. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come down onto. Are you okay? Yeah, you can come onto your. Yeah. Is it better if you come onto your elbow on your side maybe? Yeah, we'll all do this anyway for the next exercise. So we're going to straighten our legs out, bring them toward the top, no, the bottom corner of your mat. So you're in a little bit of a very shallow V shape. Okay, lift your top leg up and down. While we do this, we're actually going to lead with the heel. So keeping the foot flexed, try to lead with the heel. It's going to really isolate that glute. Just 3, 2, 1. Okay, lift it up and bend it into the chest. Lift, back, out, and in. Kind of like we did before, but now we're on our side. Stretching out and back in, out, and in. Just 3, 2, 1. Okay, stretch it out. Can you pulse at the top? Pulse, tiny little pulses. You're almost there. 4, 3, 2. Feel that glute. 1. All right, lower it down. That glute. All right. Let's go to the other side, shall we? I think that glute has had enough. All right. You have what? I'm scared for the day after. I know. Yep. In 2 days, you're really going to feel this. Okay. Yeah, it might be better for you to come maybe like this. If you want to be, if this is better for you than being on your shoulder. Yeah. Or your elbow. So yeah, just choose what's right for you. We're going to bend the knees again, coming into those clamshells. So first, just hinging open, keeping the heels together, just opening the knee. Okay, let's add on a little bit. So we're just gonna lift the hips. So yeah, again, I guess I like to have my top hand on my hip for this one as we lift up and open and back down. How's your elbow? Are you okay, Nidia? Okay. Okay. Lifting up and hinging open. Pressing into those hips. Squeezing the glutes. All right. Let's meet back on the ground. Hover the top leg a few inches. Raising and hinging open now with that hover. Woo, I feel this way more in my hip this time. Yeah. Yeah, that outer hip. All right. Final version. If you're ready, we're gonna include those hip lifts as we hover. Oh my gosh. All right. Whoo. From the other side, I feel that other glute yelling at me a little bit. Even though we're working the right side or the other side now. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come down to the ground. We're gonna lay down. Legs out straight, out to the corner. So we're in that little bit of a V shape and you can see your legs well. We're gonna do some leg raises leading with the heel, if you can. And your head can be up, or you can even lay your head down if that's better on your neck. Finding the right position for you. Okay, 2, 1. All right, raise it up, bend it in, stretch it out. In and out. Keeping that heel very flexed, pointing at the wall behind you. Just 2, 1. All right, pulse it. Pulse it. You got it. Trying to keep that heel really pointing upwards. Oh man, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop it down. Whoo. All right, give yourself a little bit of a punch if you need. This actually helps a lot. Okay. Whew. We're going to come on to our backs now. We're done with the side series. Well done, everybody. All right, let's see. What's the best way to see me? Maybe this way? Okay, coming onto your back. Whew. Bring those knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Stretch those glutes. Maybe even rock a little side to side. We're not quite done. We're just giving them a little rest. So we're going to move on to some core work, and then we're done. We're very close. All right. Stretch your legs straight up to the ceiling. Again, pressing the heels, keeping the foot nice and flexed. Bring your hands to your sides, palms down, kind of put them almost a little bit under your glutes, or where your glutes would be if they were on the mat, if that makes sense. Lower one foot, one leg straight down. Bend it to your chest and raise it back up. Other leg straight down, bend it to your chest and back up. So it's kind of like you're riding a bicycle, and we'll just alternate legs, going straight down, bending and coming up. Or almost like you're running, I suppose. You can stay here or keep the leg straight the whole time. So keep it straight as you raise it back up. Down and up, alternating legs. Pulling the belly button down, trying to keep the lower back pressed against the mat. So it might mean that you need to do a shallower movement with the legs to keep that back. Okay. Let's meet back at the top, legs together this time. Lower both legs together, bend the knees back to the chest, raise them back up. So same motion, but we're doing the legs together. Only lower down as far as you can, keeping that lower back pressed into the mat, keeping the belly button squeezed into the spine. Okay, stay here. Or if you want more challenge, keep the legs straight the entire time on the way back up. Down and up. Only go down as far as you can safely with the belly button and the lower back till you feel your edge. Down and up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bend the knees back into the chest. Give it a little hug. Lower the feet to the mat, keeping the knees bent. Bring the heels as close to your glutes as you can, about hip width apart. And we're going to do some bridges. So hands are still down by your side. Palms can be pressed into the mat. Raising your hips up off the mat, press them up and hold. You can kind of pull your shoulder blades in. If you want, that can help you keep that neck nice and relaxed. Pressing the hips up. Press, press, press. Glutes. Squeezing those glutes in. You can stay here or we're going to add a march. So lifting one knee, bring it to the chest and back down. Not all the way to the chest, but toward the chest. So you're keeping that knee bent in the same position, but hinging it from the hip toward you. Every time you press your foot into the mat, make sure your hips are nice and high. Your glutes are squeezing forward and up. Okay, you can stay here or we're going to add a lift and lower with each march. So lowering to the mat, lifting as you bring one knee up and then all the way back down. Lift your hips as you bring your other knee up and down, back and forth. Really squeezing up, squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips up. We're almost there. Trying to keep the face and the neck relaxed, keeping the hands relaxed. 3, 2. Last one on each side. Finish it off. All right, lower back, down. Grab the knees, bring them to the chest. Give yourself a hug. You can maybe rock a little side to side. Keep it moving gently. All right, we are almost done. So close. Bring your hands behind your head. We're going to do just a few crunches. We got to make sure that core is completely activated in the front side because we've done so much on the back side. All right, we're going to do a double crunch. That means bring your arms and your hips. So raising the upper body off and the lower body off at the same time, bringing the elbows towards the knees, crunching up and in, trying to lift the shoulder blades and the hips off the mat at the same time as you crunch up. Okay, you can stay here, or for more added challenge, straighten the legs at the top as you lift the hips up off the mat. Feel like someone's grabbing your feet and lifting them up to the ceiling, pulling your hips up off the mat. All right. Give me a hold at the top. Hold your crunch for 3, 2, 1, back down. Hold it up, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Last time, up, hold it, 3, 2, 1, back down. All right, bicycle crunches. We're gonna go back and forth, opposite elbow toward the knee as your legs come in and out. Start to bring your legs higher and higher with each one. So as you're straightening your opposite leg, it's actually going up to the ceiling now. Now hold your legs at the top. Keep the upper crunch going back and forth towards opposite knees. Stay here, or for the final added challenge, bring your hand to your opposite ankle, lifting up. The other hand I keep behind my head to support my neck. Side crunching, really getting those obliques engaged. All right, we're almost there. This is it. 3, you got it. 2, each side, one more time. Last one. Okay, bring it in. Whew. All right. Hug your knees. Nice job, obliques. Stretching the back. Let's roll over onto our stomachs. Stretching. So come onto your stomach. Stretch your arms out in front of you first. Just stretching those abdominals. You can bring the hands under your shoulders. We'll do just a low cobra. Pulling the belly button into the spine. And if you want, you can come up to a medium or even a high cobra. Really stretching through those abdominals. Stretching the spine. And then back down. Very slowly. Let's come into a child's pose. So knees are apart, toes together to touch, and sink back. If you can, stretch your arms out in front of you. Let your forehead rest down. Stretching through that whole back and stretching through those glutes. Nice job, glutes. Whew. I practiced a mini version of this class, but I did not practice the full version, so this was a lot for me as well. Okay, coming up into your table, swing your legs to one side. We'll just do a few more stretches. Stay in your child's pose as long as you like. We'll just cool down. So bringing your legs out in front of you into sort of a wide-legged position. We'll just fold forward over those legs. Oh, that feels really good on the inner thighs. They worked hard today too. I know glutes got all the glory, but really the hips and the thighs, they were a pretty big supporting role in this whole workout. So thank you, thighs. Thank you, hips. Thank you, core. All right, coming back up. Let's bring the feet together. We'll do one more hinge forward over those butterfly legs. And coming back up. Bringing the legs out in front of you. Right leg over the left. Squeeze it in first. Just squeezing that in I really feel that through my glute and hip. Then twisting around, looking to the back. You can place your palm on the ground, looking behind your shoulder. Oh, I really feel that in my glute. That feels amazing. Okay, coming back, unwinding. Let's go to the other side. Knee in, cross it over, and hug it first. Oh, just show your body some love. Okay, and then once that glute has settled in there, you can twist around to the other side. Breathing deeply. As you breathe in, lengthening up through the spine. And then as you exhale, see if you can just rotate a little further, squeezing out the air. Coming back forward. Swing the legs to the side. We'll come up to a standing position. All right, let's do a little bit more stretching for the legs. So right leg straight out in front of you onto that heel. It's really flexing the foot up and then hinging over it. Should really feel it along the back side of that leg. All right, come back up. We'll go to the other side. So straighten the leg out, pressing into that heel, pulling the toes towards you, and hinging. Coming back up, quad stretch. So grabbing one leg, pulling it back behind you, pressing the hips forward. And other leg, pressing those hips forward. Really feeling it now in the front side of that leg. Okay, let's do final breath. So inhale as you sweep your arms out and up. Let's just do this a couple times. Make sure we got lots of oxygen to replenish us. Back down. 2 more times. Out and up. Last time. Scoop up all the good energy around you. Bring it up top. Give yourself a high five. And bring all that amazing, good, positive energy to your heart, to your week, to your day. Nice job, everybody. How do your glutes feel? Good? Good? Worked? Yeah. It worked. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. All right. It's, I always want to make sure that even though we don't use weights, like we feel those muscles. So it's good to hear that it's working. Okay, good.